Welcome to Silver Bar Stacker, folks. I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying their day. Well, today we've got a super exciting unboxing for you, and we're going to have to zoom out a little bit here because this one right here is a hefty one. Now, we recently picked up a couple $1,000s, actually a few $1,000s worth of Sunshine Mining products, and I'm super excited to unbox these items because here we've got some items that you've definitely seen before, perhaps, at least I've seen them before, but I've also got some items in here that I've never seen before, and some of these are very, very special, kind of one-of-a-kind, one-off items in the sense that they're very, very unique, and in some cases these are Sunshine Mining pieces, or at least there's one piece in here that I've never seen in my life before. In fact, there's two of them that I've never seen before. So this is going to be a very, very exciting unboxing as far as Sunshine Mining stuff goes. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now this is a gigantic box. It cost almost $60 to ship this thing to me, and it was by one of my very, very trusted suppliers who I've been working with very closely. He's been in the process of kind of selling off slowly his staff as we sort of move on sometimes into other aspects of our life, perhaps with the purchase of a property, and as expenses kind of get added on to our daily life situation, you know, that's why we stack. You know, that's the purpose of stacking. My friend Savage Stacker has kind of been a little bit active, and one of the kind of common recurring themes is saying, he says is, hey, is stacking working for me? Is stacking doing what it's supposed to be doing? Is silver doing what it's supposed to be doing? And hey, you know, when times get tough and you need to perhaps be a little bit more liquid, that's exactly what your stack is there for. That's exactly what your silver and gold is there for. And so whenever that time comes in place, everybody has that time when, you know, they may need to dip into that stash. Well, that's what it's there for, and so it's always doing its job. It doesn't matter if the price is low, the price is high. I myself never even pay attention, honestly, to the spot price or the melt value of what silver is. You know, the only reason I ever pay attention to that is because I need to figure out, hey, what do I need to melt and go something at? Because a lot of other people care about that. But when it comes down to it, I think a majority of people care about that in quotations, but in my opinion, you shouldn't really care too much about the spot price, because at the end of the day, these are stores of value. It's not about, hey, how rich am I going to get off of this? It's about, hey, I've worked hard to build some value, to generate some value. How on earth do I preserve that value? How on earth do I protect it from the demise of the freaking depreciating dollar? Okay? It's not that you need to get rid of all your dollars. Dollars are useful for everyday transactions, but at the end of the day, stacking is saving. And at the end of the day, in my opinion, and I think this would go against what many stackers believe, but my thought is that you should be stacking what you like. Okay, now I know people do believe they should stack it, but like a lot of times stackers will put stacking based off of price, based off of stacking off of likes. Okay, so I like to stack based off of likes, not stack based off of price. Price is a secondary thing that I look at, but the special aspect of the pieces, that's really what I'm after. I like the history behind what it is that I'm collecting. And I know my friend here is always giving me extra goodies. In fact, he let me know that he'd be giving me a goodie, and this right here is one of those goodies. This is actually some sort of an album he told me about. I know we're super high up here. This is an album he told me he'd provide me with, and this is just kind of thrown in there. And I think it's a very, very cool album. I think it's very, very classy. It's beautiful. It's in super nice condition. And you know how Silverstruck loves to do his guardhouse box challenge, and I know some people, such as my friend JK Pioneer, loves to fill his Dansco 1 ounce bar album. And so there are different methodologies behind how people collect their bars. Some people put them in tubes, some people just throw them into a Ziploc bag. I know I do that for some of my items. such as my USVI stackers. My stacking, or the way I organize my stackers, I just throw them in the baggies. So this right here is a little bit more classy than the plastic baggie trick, and so I'm very, very grateful that my wonderful supplier was able to provide me with this for just free of charge. It's such a super nice thing, and I'm very, very excited to be able to fill this out. And I think what I'll do, since this is just a very limited amount of bars here, we're talking 6 per sheet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, only 6 sheets. There's only 36 bars that this album fills. And so what I think I'm going to do as a personal challenge, and I already have the bars to fill it out with, but the challenge for me is going to be going through those bars and filling it out with my absolute favorite 36 bars. Now, I know Silverstruck had a recent challenge on his channel where he was saying, hey, go ahead and give me your few favorite bars that you've got in your stack. That's going to be a difficult thing to accomplish, but I think I can narrow it down to 36. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this album here. I know we have a little pillowcase in here, but I think this is exactly that, just a pillowcase, and it was just meant to be there for padding the package. So that's really nice. And the actual nugget that we're looking forward to is this beast right here. So I'm super excited about this empty album. I think that's a really cool addition. And let's see what else we got here. Let me show you something else that's pretty cool. Before we get into this, this is a very interesting thing that I actually received for free as well from the same person. The same person sent me this for free, and I thought, wow, this is so nice of you, because he felt that I would appreciate it perhaps more than anybody else. And it's amazing because it is literally a complete guidebook to Johnson Matthey fractional bars. Now, a lot of this information likely is available on all Engelhard, but it is super nice to be able to have a lot of these variations to be able to see in a nice book. And I had an idea actually to make a book very similar to this, not just specifically regarding Johnson Matthey fractionals, but a little bit broader, encompassing some of the refiners that I specialize in, and more specifically some of the products that I specialize in, because I know quite a bit about the products that I specialize in and know very little about some of the other products that I don't specialize in. So this is going to be a useful resource for myself outside of all Engelhard, which is a great resource. And there's quite a few fractional pieces out there when it comes to JM, and even non-fractional pieces in general. This one right here is extremely rare prototype, and I have very few of these. I have got this bar, I've got this bar, but there's very, very many bars I do not have. So I'm excited to keep an eye out for these bars. This will help familiarize myself even more with, hey, what are the fractionals out there? A lot of these I've seen available for sale in the past. Not all of them have I been able to acquire, but these two are examples that I have been able to acquire. This one right here probably will never have an opportunity to acquire, but I'm happy to say I was able to acquire a 1 ounce variation of this bar. So this is extremely nice as a guide, especially since I was gifted it for free, and it's kind of something that I've not really seen before. So I'm really excited that this was gifted to me. I think it's a more recently produced item, but I definitely am inspired by this book because I want to create something very similar here at SBS. So keep an eye out for that in the future. We will be putting that on our to-do list, but for the showstopper here, the Sunshine Mining lot of $3,600, nearly $3,600 worth of Sunshine Mining stuff. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Let's crack open into it. Wow, that is looking nice. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. We got a bunch of fractionals here, and over here we got a bunch of 1 ouncers, it looks like. That's nice. And what else do we got here? Ooh, we got a little 1 ounce Sunshine Mining round here in lucite. Very nice. A 1984 dated round here. Gold Capital Corporation. Medallion from 16-1 mine, Silver Peak, Nevada, December 1984. How nice. That's very cool. And over here, we got something in an actual box, a 1989 proof Sunshine Mining 5 ounce round. Now, I was not even aware that they made any sort of proof rounds in 1989 until recently. The last deal that I did with this individual, I was able to get my hands on a very, very nice piece that was 1989 dated that I've never seen before. And this one right here is also going to be a piece that I've never seen before. When it comes to proof rounds, especially oversized 5 and 10 ounce proof rounds, I'm only aware, or up until recently, I was only aware of 1982 and 1983 dated proof rounds that are oversized, and that's because those were part of a 10,000 minted proof set. In 1982 and 1983, those are the only years, at least that I thought, that they made proof sets. And it says right on each of those proof sets that there were only 10,000 of them made. So if you look right here, this one happens to be a first annual edition proof set, edition of 10,000, and the same thing is said there on the 1983 proof set. So I was only aware of these 5 ounce rounds in 82 and 83 date, and I've also seen some undated 5 ounce Sunshine Mining rounds out there. But I did not know that there was a 1989 proof Sunshine Mining round out there. So I'm extremely excited to take a look at that. That's going to be something I've never seen before, and it's very cool that it's in the original box. Over here we've got some more Sunshine Mining fractionals, so that's very exciting as well. It looks like there's a 10th ounce there, maybe some quarter ounces over here, because we had some half ouncers down there. And over here we got a nice lot of some Sunshine, well, that one's a Sunshine Minting, but it looks like the rest of them are going to be Sunshine Mining bars. So some of these common, and in this lot, I'm hoping at least, that there will be a very, very unique bar here. And I do see it there, so I'm excited to show that one to you. And finally, not finally, actually, there's a couple more things. Another item in the original box. So excited to see what that's going to be, or at least excited to show you what that's going to be. And over here we've got another item in the original box. So let's go ahead and take a look and dive a little deeper into these items and see what we got. First things first, we're going to get rid of the Ziplocs, because nobody wants to stare at plastic. We should be staring at this nice original box, original packaging type stuff. So a very, very nice lot of items here. I'm super excited to have been able to acquire such a large amount of Sunshine Mining stuff. Oh my goodness. It looks like we got some rare rounds in here as well. And this here we got the bars. And over here we got some fractionals. And over here we got the lucite. So let's take a look at that up close. Very, very cool specimen right here. Could be a nice little desk weight. So very cool. And in fact, I think that's what it is, because it's got these little things, or had 4 of these little things on the back to place down. Very cool. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my gosh, we got stuff falling off the table now. That's not okay. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got here. We got a 1982 proof quarter ounce round. So that proof set that I just showed you, that contains a quarter ounce round in it. So it looks like this 82 proof round just came out of one of those proof sets. And the interesting thing about the 82 and the 83 proof rounds is that they're actually serialized right there on the rim somewhere. So if we look around carefully, we will find a number etched along that rim. At least we should. We should. Can I see it? Where is it? Where is the 82 proof number? Oh my gosh, it's so faint. It's almost like it's been worn off a little bit. Can barely see that. So small. 425. No. There's a number before the 425. I think it's 2425 if I'm not mistaken. It's very hard to read, but I believe it's 2425. And the reason it's hard to read is it's almost like falling off of the edge there. And on top of that, it's kind of worn out. But there is a serial number right there on the rim, and that would be matching along all of the rounds as part of that proof set. It's very difficult to see, actually. Interesting. But there's a number there. Whereas on a fractional round such as this 1985, this is not a proof round, not part of a proof set, and you'll notice here, instead of a smooth edge, it's going to have a ribbed edge here. You see, so there's no serialization on these half-ounce rounds here from 85. Over here, we got an 84 round, and over on this as well, you'll notice it's a ribbed edge. So you're not going to have any serialization on the 84 fractionals either. And look at this. You got a 1991 fractional half-ounce round. Again, ribbed edge. You're not going to have any sort of serialization there, and looks like that's also a 91. And over here, you got some 87s. An 87, a couple 87s actually, also ribbed edges. So you notice, 82 and 83s, you'll always see the smooth edges, and on the other years, you'll see ribbed edges, as far as I know. You got another 1982 quarter-ounce proof. So let's see if we can see. This one's a little bit of a toner too, so that's cool. Let's take a look at this. See if we can find the serialization. Yeah, this is 4. I think it's 2202. Yeah. Either 2202 or 4202. Again, very difficult to see, so it's almost not worth showing you right there. And I think because these are so small quarter-ounce rounds, they're thinner, and so it's even harder to get that serial number around the edge. Take a look at this, another 82 proof round. So I like those fractionals a lot. I also like the 82s, especially when you can find them in the original factory seal. And the reason for that is because these are very, very cool. 81, 82, and 83 rounds, in my opinion, are very cool because they'll actually have a serial number on the rim as well. So, don't know the mintage on these, but you see there's actually a serial number there on the rim. So that's pretty cool. Something that's only found on the 81, 82, and 83 rounds. So that's why I really like those earlier year rounds. Even your 1980 proof round, I believe I picked one of those up as well from him. This one also is going to be serialized on the rim. So right over there, you see 22045 of 25,000. So there's only 25,000 of these proof 1980 Sunshine rounds out there, and so that's very, very exciting. I like those earlier Sunshine rounds because of that. I'm not one of those people who kind of goes out and tries to collect all the dates, but there's specific dates that I do really like. You got another 1987 half ounce. So in addition to these very, very cool, wow, look at this toner, and a super late year here, 1999. Now this is extremely, extremely interesting for me, and I actually didn't even realize that this was in the lot. This is the highest Sunshine Mining round as far as dates go that I've ever seen, and I always thought, you know, there's probably a 1999 round out there, but I didn't. I'm actually not properly showcasing how excited I am to be seeing this round in the flesh, because I, one, did not know I was going to get this, two, it's super beautiful and super toned up, and three, I actually have never been able to prove that Sunshine Mining products were produced up until 1999, until just this very second. And what's even cooler about this is that I can also definitively tell you that Sunshine Minting products began being produced in 2000, because I have a Sunshine Minting round, which is a little bit easier to find. This I've never seen available for sale ever in my life. Not for $1, not for $1 million. But a Sunshine Minting 2000 dated round I've seen before. You might even be able to find one on eBay right now, perhaps. But that's shares a very, very interesting portion of Sunshine Mining's history there. Sunshine Mining transitioned their name here, it seems, in 1999 to 2000, because that's where their dated rounds changed in both design and name. So this is a crazy, crazy find for me. I do believe there may have been somebody else in the community out there that told me that there was a 1999 round out there, Sunshine Mining, but I myself have never seen one, and so it's very, very nice to be able to actually see this in the flesh and tell a little bit more of Sunshine Mining's history with this find. So this was almost like finding an item in the coin shop, because I didn't even know that this was coming. Now take a look at this here. This is a freaking 10th ounce silver round here, and I have never in my life seen this. Look at the back here. 999 fine is all it says, in just a super plain back. This is another one of a kind item I've never seen in my life before. And right here it just says Sunshine Silver. So this right here is literally a 10th ounce round, I believe, and it's straight up blank back and undated. So this is a super unique piece here, and something I'm very excited about. Notice how it sizes in comparison to that 1/4 ounce. This is amazing. I cannot believe that this is here. And look at this gold toning on this one. Camera doesn't do it justice, but it is beautiful. So this is another rare Sunshine Mining round here. It's going to be your Sunshine Safety round. Something I already have available for sale on the website, and it's not something that you commonly see. A very interesting proof round. Safety for your family and Sunshine. So it's a nice rare variant of Sunshine Mining. And over here we got a Sunshine Minting round, and this is 1 troy ounce. So it's possible that this might be your 2000 dated one that I was talking about, right? Because we had the 1999, and that one right here was Sunshine Mining, right? I can't imagine that this would be anything besides a 2000 dated round. Maybe an undated Sunshine Minting round. Let's take a look and see. But this, you have a 1999 Sunshine Mining. And here you got a Sunshine Minting. Oh, no, sorry. This is not a 2000 dated. This is another rare variant. McGaw School of Mines, but this is actually a more recently produced Sunshine Minting round. So I kind of was thinking this might be a 2000 dated round, which I could probably dig one up and try to show you, but I don't have one on hand right now, and it won't be super easy to find one. So let's not say we did. But this is a super cool looking round here. You got the little digging dragon here on the front, and Sunshine Minting reverse. And over here, another uncommonly seen 1982 dated Sunshine Mining Company round here. It says 16:1. On the back too, it'll say Sunshine Mining. So this is a very uncommonly seen dated Sunshine Mining round. Very, very cool. Let's see if we can find anything else that's neat. Take a look at this. Another interesting Sunshine Mining rare Centennial round. First 100 years, 1984. And a Sunshine Mining reverse. So I really, really like collecting both the earlier Sunshine Mining rounds, the fractional Sunshine Mining rounds, as well as the serialized Sunshine Mining ones, which are the earlier ones, and then also these rarer variants. I like all of those. That's what I like. I don't like just going willy-nilly with all the dates. You know, you gotta set some limits when you're collecting and stacking. You gotta set some boundaries, and so those are some of my boundaries. Those are some of my limitations. Otherwise, it's a very deep rabbit hole that you can go down. Let's go ahead and see what else we got here. What is this? Oh, we got another one. And this one's original factory sealed too, and it's super toned. Wow, so it's super cool to have a couple examples of this. Very nice. Oh, and here's another. Really beautiful. And look at this. This is actually dated 1990. So it looks like this might have been part of a 1990 proof set. Maybe there's more proof sets than just the 82 and the 83, because we noticed a 1989 5-ounce round over there. Now here we've got a 1990 10th ounce. Then we got my alarm going off saying, hey, it's time to record a video. All right, let's see what else we got here. Now these right here, like I was saying, these are Sunshine Minting products, and these are going to be American flag bars, and these are actually pretty damn sweet. Very patriotic, and they're actually in the original factory seal as well, I think. So you see here on the back it says SMI, and then you got this little mint mark here. So that's very cool. The American flag bars. I thought, let me pick these up as well. Paid a little bit of a high premium on that because I paid the same premium on these as I paid on the rest, but I think it evened out because there's quite a few cool items in here that you don't see very often. Now these, something I really love, the Sunshine Mining 1-ounce bars, something you've probably seen before, at least on the channel, if not elsewhere. But I always like to collect these, and truthfully, they're really not that easy to come by. So I'm very, very glad I was able to get these. And I'm seeing something else here that's looking very odd. I can't wait to look at that. So we got some more factory sealed Sunshine Mining rounds. These are 1985s, so not a particularly difficult to find date relative to other dates, but super nice toning on these actually. And here we've got a Coors Light factory sealed bar, and this is actually going to be the rarer variant. I'm selling these for quite a hefty premium over these normal Sunshine Mining Company reverse Coors Light bars. So if you didn't know, there's actually two different types of Coors Light Sunshine Mining bars. One is 1987 dated, and it says SBC for maybe, I'm guessing, Sunshine Bullion Company, and one is undated and says Sunshine Mining Company. So that's a very, very cool thing. I'm super excited to be able to have grabbed these. And I didn't know that I was getting this. What on earth is this? The 9th Annual Hong Kong International Coin Exposition Limited Edition. And it's got this super badass ship on it. Wow. Amazing. You've got to be kidding me. Now, this is something I've never in my life ever seen, and I can imagine it's extremely, extremely rare. Wow. This box just keeps on giving. I was telling you there's going to be 2 items I've never seen in here. There's quite a bit more. I was not paying attention when I was offered this gigantic lot of Sunshine Mining, and I'm very, very happy about that fact. Now take a look at this. This is something I was also just thrown in. A 3-ounce W.H. Foster Sunshine Mining Company bar from 1969. Super old school. You got serialization right there on the rim, 1030. And what's interesting about this serial number is that I actually was just looking at one of these recently that had from my stack that I already have, and it is the exact same bar here, exact same bar, and it's serialized 400 something. And what's very interesting about that serial number is that the 3 digits, they're very, very close to each other. These ones are well spaced out, so that's a very interesting observation there. It seems that the serial numbers were not always consistently spaced, and I believe that numbers might have even been smaller potentially, so it might not have even been consistently sized on the serial number font. Very interesting to know. But this is something that's super cool. W.H. Foster pieces sell at a hefty premium, and there you got, distributed by Foster. And it's very cool that it's got a dual mark here. You got the Foster mark, and then you got the Sunshine Mining name there as well. So wow, super cool bar right there. And this is actually the showstopper here. Before we even get into this original boxed item, I want to show you this bar that I've never seen in my life, because the toning on it is absolutely unbelievable. Again, the photo is not doing it justice, the video rather, but boy is this one of the sexiest bars I've ever seen. And if we're talking about fugly bars, hey Savage, take a look at this fugly bar. I actually had some super fugly bars that I wanted to show, because I know we had the challenge for the fugly bar challenge, but I already sold them off. I had a really, really ugly looking Johnson Matthey toner, and then I had another super blackened Johnson Matthey toner. I really wanted to share those with you, but I forgot to take pictures before shipping them off to the recipients who purchased them. So unfortunately I can't share those ugly bars with you, but this is a crazy bar I've never seen. It's an odd size in the sense that it's like a little bit thicker and has a smaller face, but it's still 1 ounce of silver. And over here, it's just got the sickest toning that I've almost ever seen on a bar. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's just a really nice one-off Sunshine Mining piece right here. So I'm super excited to be able to add that one to the stack. It's a really nice bar, and I know Savage Stacker had a challenge, because I know Pajama Stacking had actually responded to that challenge, and he said, hey, I'm going to show you some of my fugly pieces as well. Well, you know what? I did come across one fugly piece that I haven't sold yet, and I thought, I think this is probably one of the fuggliest pieces in my stack. So before we get into these boxes, let me show you. This is just an otherwise common stacker if you look on the front. But these right here, the ones that you commonly see, these produced by USVI Ingot Company, these were produced in 1981. At least the ones that you commonly see. Now, if you ever run across one where on the back it doesn't say USVI Ingot Company and it's not dated 1981, such as this bar, you're looking at a rare variant. I'd estimate, maybe just roughly speaking, based off of my experience of digging through thousands of stackers, that maybe 1 in 100 will have this sort of a reverse, roughly speaking. Okay, so they're not very easy to come by, and because of that, these will always sell at I don't know, at least 50 to 100% more than a regular stacker. Like a normal stacker would sell, that's 1981 dated with USVI ingot company written on the back instead of A-mark precious metals. A normal one would sell, oh, I don't know, in like the $45 range. That's kind of what they consistently have been going for the past few months. But the undated ones, this particular variant, this one will usually sell anywhere between $60 to $90. So a significant premium above what you would pay for just a normal stacker. And it just same amount of silver, same weight of silver. Only difference is that this is undated and it says A-mark precious metals. And I think that these are actually produced a little bit later than the dated ones. And that's just based off of, like, this has got a higher lot number, so I'm just thinking it might have been a later one that was produced a little bit after, just a little bit after. Still probably produced in the 80s, but probably maybe after the, a little bit later, after the dated ones. So the reason I'm showing you this bar has nothing to do with sunshine mining, which is the topic of today. The reason I'm showing you this is because this is crazy, crazy toned up in kind of a gross way. And I would say this is one of my fuggliest bars for sure. And so the front looks nice, but boy, does it get fugglier and fugglier the further back you go. So Savage, this is the one that I'm going to share with you. This is going to be my pick here. All right. Now, it's time to take a look and see what we got. We got a large bar here. This one's feeling hefty. This one's feeling hefty. This one's feeling a little lighter. This one was the 5 ounce, right? Yeah. Let's take a look at this 5 ounce. Wow. So you got the original Sunshine box with the eagle on it and everything, which is badass. And this actually is super cool because not only have I never seen a 1989 dated 5 ounce round, I didn't even know that exists. And you can tell that this was probably part of a proof set because it's also got a flat edge. It's not a ribbed edge. So let's see, we might even find a serial number somewhere over here. Let's see if we can find a serial number. But what's super cool about this is it actually has its own stand that it comes with. So you can literally prop this up on a stand and just keep it on your desk if you wanted. So let's go ahead and see if we got a serial number, because this is literally the first time I've ever in my life seen a dated 1989 5 ounce proof round. And interestingly, there is no serialization here. I think, after 6 years they realized, it's a pain in the ass to put the serial number there. So either it's super faded and I can't see it anymore, or more likely it's just never was there. So I think perhaps these 1989 dated proofs, no serial number. So no telling how many of them are out there. Perhaps it's 10,000 like the others. Perhaps there's fewer of them. Perhaps there's more of them. But all I know is I'm super excited because this is the only one I've ever seen in my life. So I'm willing to bet it's much, much rarer than the 82 and the 83. And it's super nice that it came with the original box and stand. I've never even seen a Sunshine Mining product with a stand ever. And I've actually never seen a box like this before either. So this is a very, very special deep stack piece right here. 89 5 ounce round. Super nice. Let's take a look at this. Holy cannoli. And here we've got a whole 1990 boxed proof set, it looks like. So looks like in 1990 they were doing some fun stuff as well. Interesting. I'm trying to pop one of these out carefully, and it looks like these are all ribbed edges, so no reason to open these up. I'm assuming that's also going to be a 1990 as well, but these have got some super nice toning, having been sitting in the box. They got a really nice ring of blue around the edge there. If I took them out, you'd really be able to see it if the camera was nice. So that's super nice, a little 5-pack of 1990s. And then over here, my friends, one of the nicest things that I was looking forward to. Now, this is something that I've had before. I might still have one of these on hand, but never have I seen, that box is a little broken there, unfortunately, but never have I seen a 10-ounce bar box, Sunshine Mining box, ever. And on top of that, look at this gorgeous freaking toning. This is probably the most nicely toned bar that I've ever seen on a Sunshine Mining, at least, and it's just absolutely incredible. And I paid up for this. I paid up a huge premium for this, in my opinion. Definitely higher than what I could find these bars for, on the open market. And the reason I did that is because it's got this box, albeit it's damaged, and it's just got the most gorgeous toning. And even in the pictures it looked amazing, and in person it's looking honestly even nicer. So I'm super duper excited to have been able to pick this bad boy up. And I think that honestly, after all is said and done, this was an awesome lot and totally worth it. So many surprises here that I wasn't expecting, actually, and I just feel very blessed to be able to work with some really great suppliers. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing as much as I did, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers. Oh, and if you haven't had a chance to yet, be sure to check out our social media landing page at solo.to/silverbarstacker. There you can find our direct website link, which is silverbarstacker.com, as well as our links to our other social media channels, such as this very YouTube channel, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our TikTok page, our Twitter page, and we also have the link to our Whatnot page, which is where we actually run our live auctions and actually also have all of these same SBS drops that we hold. We run those same drops on our Whatnot store, and we also have live auctions happening literally all the time. So the way that you can be notified about those auctions is to be following us there on whatnot.com/user/silverbarstacker. And we hope to see you there, folks. Thank you, and have a great day.